Good morning, friends. Today you are going to learn about the subject and the object. Before learning about the subject and the object, it is necessary to know the structure of the verbs. I have given different sets of verbs. Look at them carefully. The first set of verbs has 4 words: walk, walks, do not walk, does not walk. All these 4 verbs are in the simple present tense. The next set is in the simple past tense: came, did not come. Then we have the simple future tense: shall eat, will eat. The next is a set of 5 verbs: am, is, are, was, were. These are called be verbs. They are used alone or they combine with the ing form of the verb. Am, is, are. These 3 are in the present tense. Was, were. These 2 are in the past tense. Next we have am going, is going, are going. These 3 forms are in the present continuous tense. Was going, were going. These 2 are in the past continuous tense. Then we have the have verbs: have, has, had. These have verbs are used alone or they are followed by the past participle. Have seen, has seen. These 2 are in the present perfect tense. Had seen is in the past perfect tense. Go through the verbs once again and look into the structure and combination of verbs. Next, we move on to the subject. The subject occurs at the beginning of an assertive sentence. What is a subject? The subject is the doer of the action. It is the naming part in a sentence. The subject is either a person or a thing. Look at the 2 examples I have given. The first example is Ravi drank tea. In this sentence, Ravi is the subject. The second example is his car dashed against a tree. In this sentence, his car is the subject. How do you find out the subject in a sentence? I have given the steps to find out the subject. Now, what do you do? The first thing which you have to do is to pick out the verb. You know the structure of the verbs, hence you can easily pick out the verb. Then add who or what to the verb. The answer which you get is the subject of the sentence. Now, look at the examples which I have given above. Take the first sentence, Ravi drank tea. In this sentence, drank is the verb. Ask the question who with the verb. Who drank? The answer is Ravi. So, Ravi is the subject. Now, look at the second sentence. His car dashed against a tree. In this sentence, dashed is the verb. Ask the question what with the verb. What dashed? The answer is his car. Therefore, his car is the subject. One more thing which you have to remember is this. The question word who always refers to a person and the question word what always refers to a thing. Finally, let us move on to the object. You learnt that the subject is the doer of the action. What is the object? The object is the receiver of the action. You know, the subject comes before the verb. The object comes after the verb. Like the subject, the object is also a person or a thing. I have given two examples here. The first example is a snake bit her son last night. The second example is Kannan bought a cake in my bakery. In the first sentence, her son is the object. In the second sentence, a cake is the object. How do you find out the object? You have some steps to find out the object. Now, what do you do? First, you have to pick out the subject and the verb. Then, ask two questions, whom or what, to the subject and the verb. You get an answer. The answer is the object. Now, see the explanation. In the first sentence, a snake bit her son last night. Bit is the verb. A snake is the subject. Ask the question who with the subject and the verb. A snake bit whom? The answer is her son. So, her son is the object. In the next sentence, bought is the verb and Kannan is the subject. Ask the question what with the subject and the verb. Kannan bought what? The answer is a cake. So, a cake is the object. I hope you have understood now how to find out the subject and the object in a sentence. Kindly subscribe to my channel.